March is going to be March Out of the Box month. So everything we do this month is going to take some cardboard. So I will tell you now, start gathering your cardboard. If you're like me, you probably have some boxes, either from going to ClickList to get your groceries or ordering from online. So we're going to use some of that cardboard. Okay, today's exercise is going to be cardboard frames. All right. So here's what I did. I took box flaps and just cut off the flaps and cut several off because we're going to use one to cut on top of. And again, this will definitely have to be a supervised activity, especially if you're 6 and or a little older. But parents, you might want to just be there helping them do these things. But give them a try, give them a shot. So you're going to need a ruler and scissors and some patterned paper or colored paper, whatever, however you want your frame to come out looking. And glue sticks and the image you're going to frame. These are pieces that I've actually drawn. And this is my niece and this is my nephew. So, all right. So to save us time, I went ahead and cut out my own square. So that's what I wanted, a square. Maybe you don't want a square, maybe you want a rectangle, but whatever you do want, cut that out of your cardboard. And then what you're going to do, and this is about, it's about 1 inch on either side. I went ahead and measured in about 1 inch on either side. So that's going to be what we're cutting out. So here's what we're going to do first. We're going to do a bit of relief cutting. So we're going to draw our X corner to corner. And this will help the cutting be easier, especially for the littles, I think. So there, that's what we're doing. And here's a good pair of scissors. I'm just gonna stab the middle. And that's why you need a little box in the middle. So you're stabbing the box, not the table. All right. And then I'm just gonna cut right to the edge. See how that makes that a little bit easier? So especially for little folks, this makes it a lot better. You do the X. All right. And see how quickly that's coming along? It's probably gonna take them a little bit longer just because the scissors in their hands are gonna be a little bit bigger, but it won't be terribly hard. If you want to, this is something that I did. I cut off the tip of my triangle to make it less awkward for my scissors to be around in there. And then cut down the middle, and then go ahead and cut along your lines that you made to make your square. You see how easy that was? You can just go to the other side. And you can go over your cuts. There we go. And do the same thing around. And just keep going. And I am on purpose showing you the cuts because I want you to see how much easier it does make it. So if you are afraid to let the littles try, that's why I'm giving you this tip. It'll make it a lot easier for them. All right. So, and if you cut a little bit into your frame, don't worry about that because when we cover it, it's not going to show. All right. Still going to do that. Now about this point, you really can just go ahead though and do that. Cut all the pieces out. And there you go. So there's my frame. All right. So we're going to move all of our scrap pieces to the side. So this is the paper that I want to use. So I'm going to cut that top part off because I really don't want that messing up the works. And maybe it wouldn't, but just in case. Okay, so we're gonna get that. I'm actually gonna put that to the side. So we're gonna turn this pattern side down to the table. Put this in the middle and I'm gonna go ahead and glue, and you can see how jangly like the mat is probably looking, because you probably cut into it, and that's okay, not a biggie. So just get glue all over it, because we are going to lay this thing right down in it. Okay. All right. So try to center it in whatever paper that you're using, and just go ahead and do that. Now, we're going to put that to the side. We're also still going to do our X again, and now that will also serve us to make the cutting easier. It's going to be a little bit different because we're going to leave those flaps in there. Okay, so there's that. I am going to bring back my little cutover pad. Now this time you don't really want to stab so much as you just want to create a little bit of a hole. So this is what we have so far. So we're going to let these triangles remain triangles, and I'll show you why. Just a minute. Yeah. Should be right. Okay. So the thing I just forgot to do was go ahead and wrap around. You want to lay down your paper on the back. Makes a nice crease. And see, that's why it doesn't matter if you cut into your frame. We're gonna, you know, cover up all our blemishes in our crafting. Okay. There we go. And you could have cut those off, but I think it looks nicer when you do it this way. It's like almost like wrapping a present. Now, I don't like my flaps to be with me, so I am gonna cut those off. But, you know, you could just leave them in there. I find it makes it a little too bulky. So for me, I don't like it. So for the kiddos who might be doing this, you could frame your artwork. You could frame a picture of you and your friends, or you and your family. It's just an easy way to do things. And because it's paper, it's not going to be terribly heavy. This is something you could actually tape up to your wall, or if you have those little sticky tack things, you can use those. Okay, so then we'll do this. Now, and if it gets a little bit crookedy in the back, that's fine. You see how it overlaps? We're going to leave it just like that, and we'll clean that up in the end. Okay. Do that. This one goes a little bit shorter. Oops. Okay, so it is. So let me see. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. That's what we want. All right, so now with these little flaps, then you're just gonna take it and bring it right on around. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of layover from the back. I don't know if I should cut it or not, but let's see. You could probably cut your paper down in the beginning so you don't have to deal with this step. It's just me. I want it to be a little more flat. So I'm gonna do it on the three sides that it kind of sticks out of, a little bit of the excess. So it'll lay down a little more and hide a little more. Okay. Yeah. So So again, this is just what feels right to you on this back. Okay, so that feels a little better to me. And then I'm gonna glue right in here. And you're not gonna have to glue all of it, just enough of it to lay it down. There you go. I'm gonna go all the way around doing the same thing. Almost there. That is kind of cool, and now that I'm looking at it from this side, but I'm going to cut those off. So, you can see. So now we're going to just clean it up a bit so that we have our really nice frame. As well. All right. So you can see how this process, it's a simple one. And, you know, even if things pop up, it's not anything you cannot cure with a pair of scissors, you know? So again, with the cutting and our cardboard, lots of nifty things. There you go. And we have a new frame. So I'm going to that's what it will look like in my frame. Center it in there. And I'm going to just put a little bit of glue right there. There you go. We have a new frame. All right, guys. So have fun making your frames. This would be a cute way to do a wall in your room of things that you like, or things or friends that you want to keep up on your wall. And so have fun making them. They are very easy, and you could probably check out like 2 or 3 in one sitting. All right, guys, hope you make some cardboard frames, and remember, you are catching us on Facebook and YouTube, and we will see you in the library.